And welcome back to Unleash. I'm your host, Dave Roberson. Listen, Anne Shabacker made a statement, and let me share it with you. She said, each day comes bearing its gifts. Untie the ribbon. Well, listening to this, it's obvious she didn't write this during this pandemic, because there's too many people that have already wrote off 2020. They view each day bearing bad news. They view it as the day that bears trouble, pain, and lack, devastation, and death, and unfulfillment. Undoubtedly, the lens from which Anne sees things and saw things is not the same as theirs. So here's a thought for you to consider. It's called perception. Her perception is her reality. Your perception is your reality. Well, what do you mean by perception? Is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? How do you see it? Watch now. Your perception or your filter is comprised of, when you were younger, much smaller, a multiplicity of experiences, things that you've seen and things that you heard. Those things grew up inside of you and it becomes your measuring stick. It becomes your ruler. It becomes your perception. So Anne says each day comes bearing gifts, but you say each day comes bearing pain and difficulty. So who's right, you or Anne? Well, really, both of you are right. However, this is not about who's right and who's wrong. This is all about how you view things. This is about your lens, your filter. It's about your perception. Listen, watch now. No matter what the day comes bearing, it's, number one, a gift from God. It's life. Number two, negative things, unfortunate things can work in your favor if you learn the lessons from it. Number three, God does not, and I said God, He does not load us with what we cannot endure or overcome. And that doesn't mean that you don't get yourself into stuff that ain't had nothing to do with God. And number four, you need to check your filter. It doesn't need to be clean. You need a new filter. So let me roll it one more time. No matter what the day comes bearing, God, number one, it's a gift from God. It's life. Number two, negative things, unfortunate things can work in your favor. And number three, God is not unloading stuff on you that you cannot endure. And lastly, check your filter. It's time for a new one. Okay, I gotta wrap this thing up. I hope you got something from this. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. This is Dave Roberson, Unleashed, signing off. Gotta go. Bye-bye.